We're up to mitzvah 60, which is a mitzvah saseh, the 29th mitzvah saseh in the Torah, which is on Bezdin. This is in Mishpatim. And we've been talking so far about now the Shomrim, the different watchers, the guardians. So this is found in Shemais, Paragraph Beis, Pasuk Yud Gimel, Shemais 22, verse 13. It says, "V'chiyishal ish meyim reyeyu," if a man borrows something from his neighbor. So now this is talking about the mitzvah on Bezdin to judge cases that have to do with a borrower and a lender. Sorry, a lender and a borrower. Okay? So somebody who borrows something to use. It's called a shoyl. Yishal, borrows. The laws of a borrower are much stricter than the other laws of any other guardian. Now, a borrower, you could say, that's what the Torah calls a borrower, a person who borrows. They refer to him also as a guardian, because you have a responsibility when you borrow something, the most. Because if you, let's say, rent it, which is called a seicher, which we learned before, that was mitzvah number 59. Now, if you're a seicher, a renter, well, you're getting, I get benefit when you rent it from me. So I'm also benefiting. So I don't make you as responsible. I do make you very responsible because you've got my thing. You're using it. If you're going to use it, you better be very responsible for it. However, since you're paying me money, I don't make you as responsible. However, a shoyl, a borrower, is the highest level of responsibility. Just about anything that happens, he is responsible for. It includes accidents, loss, theft, anything, pretty much anything. And when we say accidents, we call anything it's really an unavoidable, misfortune. You're also responsible for an onus. Like I said, because since he does not pay for it and he's getting the full use of it without having to pay, then he is fully responsible. There are two exceptions to the rule of his responsibility. Number one, a borrower is free from the responsibility if it gets damaged, if it dies, pretty much as a result for the work that it was borrowed. Meaning to say, since you borrowed, you didn't borrow it to look at it. You borrowed it to use it. So if it died as a result of the work, that's the purpose that you borrowed it. That's not your responsibility. That's pretty much what you expected to be able to do with it.
Faulty product.
That's right. It's not your responsibility as a borrower. The same thing. If a borrower is not responsible, if he hired, let's say, the owner to work with him, when he, let's say, pays for the owner, you hire the owner. You say, "Listen, I don't know how to use this tractor." So first you say, "Can I borrow your tractor?" Yes. And then you say to the owner, "Can I pay you to work the tractor with me?" Pretty much, I don't know how to use it so well. You're with it. So now, if something happens, anything happens at the time that the borrowing took place, and you are with Ba'alav Imai, you are with the owner, then you're not responsible. Even if you're negligent. Why is that? Because
The borrower should know how to handle it.
Because the borrower, the owner is going to say, "Hey, whoa, hey, what are you doing with my thing?" That's his job to jump in. Now, one last thing about this mitzvah, that when a person borrows something, you are not allowed to lend it to somebody else. And that includes even something like a sefer. And that's because the owner, as we say in the Gemara, the owner trusts you, let's say with a shvuah, if you're going to have to end up swearing, but he doesn't trust that other guy. So when he lent it to you, he doesn't want you passing it off to somebody else. You, he trusted, not that guy. Makes a lot of sense. Can you imagine? Let's say, borrow, for sure, here a simpler case is, let's say I would rent something. Let's say I rent a car. We have a rule that a car, has to be rented only by, unless you have some special kind of corporate account. You have to, can only rent it out to guys 21 or 25 or, somebody older. So let's say I rent the car. And they go, "Okay, great, fine." And then I give it to my son to drive around. And they say, "What are you, crazy?" We trusted you. That's why we put you on the contract. Because we trust you. You're older. You're 21. You're 25. Whatever it might be. But not somebody that you should give it over to. That defeats the whole purpose. It's the same thing over here, where the shayl can only use it as much as you use it, not to anybody else.